8 reasons Fantastic Four is struggling at the box office despite solid reviews and audience scores. Fantastic Four aren't that popular to the general public. People know who they are, comic book readers love them, but to the general public they're not nearly as popular as Superman. Wrong release date. Marvel Studios put out 3 comic book movies in 6 months, and the movie came out just 2 weeks after Superman. They should have delayed it until November, where it would have been the only comic book movie in the fall. General demand for comic book movies has shrunk while the supply has expanded. During the last decade, there was an insatiable demand for comic book movies that simply isn't as big now. People still want some, but the supply exceeds the demand. It's not as rewatchable because it's a bit more mature, it's not as jokey, and it's not a cameo fest. It's not the kind of movie you rush to rewatch and take friends to. It's a period piece film. Period piece films tend to not do quite as well at the box office. There are counterexamples. Sinners killed it at the domestic box office, but Sinners also did really bad globally. So period piece films tend to be a little bit of a harder sell. MCU is a damaged brand. Over the last 6 years, the quality hasn't been as consistent as it was in the last decade. People have been disappointed far more times, and thus they're less likely to rush out to see a new Marvel movie. The MCU general audience is shrinking. There's still a huge core fan base that shows up for everything, but that general audience isn't there quite as much. MCU films used to be these big, gigantic events that everyone would go see, but with the streaming shows, they became a little bit more common. It felt like you need to do homework, and a lot more people started to throw in the towel. OG MCU fans are aging out, and there haven't been enough on-ramps for new young fans over the last 6 years. Those of us that were in our teens, our 20s, during phase 1 are now in our 30s, 40s, married with kids. We don't have as much time to go to the movies, and the MCU hasn't done a great job of having on-ramps to build new mega fans out of the young generations, having their own stars, their own franchises.